welcome to another episode of Hangout with ST. She's Alyssa.
And he's Hairianto, and Hangout with ST is a weekly show where we bring you top stories of the week.
That's right, anything that is local to everything that's happening
around the world.
And I am back
Yes, you are. Just before I could announce it, you are back. I'm so happy that you're back, actually.
Yeah, you are?
Yeah, but I think you're more excited than I am.
Yeah,
you announced your arrival.
Yes, I have to. And of course, you know, this is our first show for 2019.
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm very happy. So just last week was our last show of 2018.
Yeah. And
Time
with
flies.
that, I think it's not too late, right, to wish people a very
Happy New Year.
Yeah?
Yes.
And
Shall we do that
I
again?
was back. Last week I was in Hong Kong,
Hangout.
Yeah, I did all the touristy things lah. You know, Ocean Park, Disneyland.
Eat roast goose.
Eat roast goose. Even though I'm not a fan of duck and goose, because it's a bit gamey, but there wasn't too bad. And I actually like Hong Kong a lot. Yeah. So a lot of my friends, you know, they tell me that you sit on two sides, right? You either like it or you don't at all. I am more of the former. I like
it a lot lah.
Yeah, it's a good
probably
mix.
the company you were with also.
Yeah.
The weather was nice and a bit cold.
It was a bit cold, yeah. It was a bit chilly for me, but hey, I liked it. Yeah.
That's nice. Well, if you're happy to see Hairianto, do let him know.
Yeah, let me know. And of course, we're coming to you live from the Straits Times newsroom.
So definitely, please leave a comment and we'll read it later during the show.
Yep. And today we're going to be discussing about the senior's case of his Medishield only paying $4.50 of his subsidised bill.
And then there is also the smoking ban in Orchard Road.
And with the new year comes new rules.
And then also, since it's the new year, what are your 2019 resolutions?
Yep, exactly. And I think we can take some comments.
Okay. So I need to log in first.
Yes, me too.
Because you know, as you know, the bumper time is so short.
Yeah.
Daddy needs us with any time to do anything.
Okay. Let's see.
Okay. Kenny Mock says, hi, stumbled onto this by chance.
Ooh.
Glad to have caught you. Yay! Just so you know, we don't happen by chance. We happen every Thursday at 8 p.m.
Yes, correct. Miles Casby, Happy New Year to you guys. Yep, Miles, nice to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the festivities. We certainly did. What do you do over the New Year?
Sorry, I was typing a Happy New Year message.
Oh, okay. Violet Han says, hi there.
Okay, so to answer your question, I just spent it at home with my family watching K-pop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. So what do you do? Well, this was after dinner, after family dinner,
I went to a friend's place for barbecue, home barbecue, and then just counted down, played games, but I left at about 1:30 or so, and I was nicely in bed by 2:30.
And you were saying that you had some regrets about it, right?
I did?
That you guys didn't get to sing a song.
Oh yeah. So we didn't get to sing the song, right? Like every New Year, you know, you always sing, should all acquaintance be forgot? That's all.
Okay, got it.
So that's all, right? How do you spend your New Year? Alright, so starting off this week's topic.
Okay, so the thing is, lighting up in town now has become more restricted.
Yep.
So since January 1st, smoking in Orchard Road has been banned.
Right. You are not even allowed to hold a lit cigarette outside the area. Now, so far, there are at least 40 designated smoking areas. All you have to do is look out for signs erected near lampposts and bins in the area to find the nearest smoking point.
So from now until March, those who are caught smoking outside the areas, you'll be let out with a verbal warning. But come April 1st, and this is not April Fool's joke, repeat offenders and those who are caught doing so, you will face fines of up to $1,000.
Okay, so where are these designated areas, right? You can see in our graphics right here. It includes some hotels. There are also designated smoking areas at Plaza Singapura, the Hiran and Cathay Cineleisure Orchard.
So for the full list of these areas, you can log on to straighttimes.com and you'll see it quite easily. So on the topic of smoking now, the minimum age of smoking has gone up by 1 year. So you had to be 18, now you have to be 19 years old to smoke.
Exactly. And this includes purchase, use, possession, sale and supply of tobacco products. Now after this, it will be raised progressively every January until 2021, when smokers will have to be at least 21 years old.
So this is part of MOH's ongoing efforts to enhance public health and reduce smoking prevalence in Singapore. So this is aimed at preventing youth from thinking that smoking is a very normal behavior.
Exactly.
Right.
And of course, to limit the access to tobacco products for these youths. Now, Singapore is not the first country to set the age limit at 21. We have Honduras in Central America, Kuwait in the Middle East, Samoa in Oceania, Sri Lanka in South Asia, and Uganda in East Africa.
However, there are countries with much lower age limit.
Yeah.
So you have Iraq, Palestine, and Egypt. So the age limit is 14 years old.
1-4, right?
1-4.
Yeah, and then of course you have the one at the other end of the spectrum, which is the only one and happens to be the happiest place on earth. They don't allow smoking at all. That is Bhutan.
Maybe that's why they're the most happy.
But I thought the happiest place is Disneyland. Right?
I've never been to Disneyland.
You've never been to Disneyland. You have to be to Disneyland. Really?
I have to be there, right?
You have to be there. Although I didn't get to see the Disney princesses because they were at the garden. I didn't go to the garden. But I did see the other, like I saw Mickey Mouse, I saw Goofy, and all that.
And you did feel happy.
I did feel happy, yeah. Let's see what people have to say. Bear Horse says, yeah, no more smoking. Looks like you are supportive of that. Alexis Gabriel Wave, hello.
Oh, hello. Okay, Kenny Moore asks, had any orange lately? Not the lizard skin one. I have not.
Okay. What good movies to watch during the New Year week? Your recommendation?
Okay, I would recommend.
Yeah.
I'm not saying SC is endorsing, but I would highly recommend the Spider-Man Spider-Verse.
Okay,
that was really, really good. I really liked it.
Okay, you like that, right?
Yes.
For me, I would say Aquaman. I watched Aquaman.
Not Aqua. I thought it's Aquaman. I pronounce it as Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Oh, but it's Aquaman.
I don't know.
Okay,
right? Aqua, water, whichever, right?
Right.
I like that really a lot.
I like Jason Momoa. I do.
Yeah.
It's Aquaman.
It's interesting, right? Because I don't know, I just liked it because it's not boring. You know where the story is going towards.
Yes, and I heard Nicole Kidman was very good in it as his mom.
Yes, Nicole Kidman was really good as well. Yeah. So those are our recommendations. Of course, not ST endorsed. This is
just our personal.
Andy and Hairianto endorsed. Yeah. So Spider-Verse as well as Aquaman. Have a look. Yeah. Anyone else? Ghost Cheng Ying says some of the smoking areas not sheltered if rain. Stand under an umbrella.
If it rain, then it rain, lor.
Yeah. Let's see who else.
Okay, so Sada Khan. So now I think in regards to the smoking ban, a lot of people are asking about cannabis.
Right.
Well, we are the last persons you should ask about cannabis.
Yeah.
Should ask MOH.
Who else? We have Bhutan. Glenn also says Bhutan doesn't need cigarettes. They just need to burn the weed along the road to be happy. Okay.
Oh, is it? Okay, I didn't know.
Alright, moving along.
Right. So on New Year's Eve, the Straits Times broke a story on how Medishield Life paid just $4.50 of a senior's post-subsidy bill, which came up to $4,477.
And that's in cash, huh? The senior, Mrs. Xiao Ban Yam, had a cataract operation at the Singapore National Eye Centre and a prior procedure to unblock the flow of his tears. So people have been wondering, and yesterday we were also wondering how
we spent hours, I have to say hours, trying to figure out because we are not used. There were a lot of numbers, figures, terms in the article. Right, and we spent really hours.
We wonder where did this 450 come from, right? And I'm pretty sure a lot of you did as well. Right? And then there were so many numbers, like what Alyssa said. So we are going to break down the number for you,
right? And explain why Medishield Life only insured $4.50.
Exactly. Right. Okay. So first up is the subsidized bill, which is $4,477. That is in cash, right? And then the claimable amount is $3,005.
So this is what Mr. Xiao can claim from the subsidized bill, like get covered.
Yes, get covered. Correct.
And then he used, so before his insurance can kick in, because he is over 80 years old, he has to pay the first $3,000, which he did using his MediSave. So that means that he only has $5 left to claim. He can only claim the remaining $5.
Yes, from Medishield Life.
That's right.
And with Medishield Life, the rule is that 90%, it will foot 90%, 90, right? So that is 450, right? So which is why we got the number 450, right? So in total then, what he has to pay, remaining amount to be paid in cash, is $1,470.50. How do we get that? Simply 4477 minus 3005, you will get 1472. That 50 cent is where the 10% of what Medishield Life didn't cover. So he has to pay this in cash.
So I think there was some misunderstanding. People thought that Medishield Life would insure the $1,472.
Exactly.
That's not the case. That's not true.
Yeah, that's not true. What the claimable amount is at 3,005 right there. Right? Okay, before we continue now, here is a quick primer on what Medishield Life is about and how it works. So Medishield Life was launched in 2015, 2015, had an annual deductible of $1,500 to $3,000 before the insurance kicks in, which was what Alyssa mentioned earlier on. Basically, deductible is the part of an insurance claim to be paid by the insured, or it is an excess.
Then the insurance will cover 90% of the first 5,000 of subsidized bills in the year. For total bills that exceed 10,000 a year, the coverage will increase to 97%, and the maximum claim limit is $100,000 a year.
Yeah, and patients who seek non-subsidized treatment can also get cover from Medishield Life. However, it is important to note that Medishield Life has set claims for different types of procedures, which is based on a table of surgical costs by the Ministry of Health.
So to help us understand more about Mr. Seo's situation, we spoke to our colleague, the Straits Times senior health correspondent, Salma Khalik. She wrote the story as well. She's the one who broke the story. And we asked her questions such as, do all subsidized patients pay as much as Mr. Seo?
I asked the MOH that, and they told me that if he had gone to a public hospital, 9 out of 10 patients would have the bills within the claimable amounts. So that implies that no, most of them would have lower bills. Then the MOH and the SNEC also told me that SNEC charges more. So I don't know whether his bill is typical of the SNEC or whether it is atypical. Usually when you go to a hospital, they give you financial counseling. They'll tell you how much your bill is going to come up to. Right? So you listen to them and you say, fine, I'm here as a subsidized patient, government will look after me, insurance will look after me. Nobody would think to ask, what are the claimable limits? And then even if you do know the claimable limits, what is your hospital charging? And why is it higher than your claimable limits? These are not things you expect your average patient to ask. So anyway, after talking to Mr. Seo, I decided to go and look up the internet to see whether I could find the information. And yes, you can find the information, but it's not easy, right? So there is a table of surgical procedures. Then you look at it, there are more than 2,500 categories in there. You go and look at it, and then they'll tell you, okay, this is in table 5C. Then you have to go and look for another table that tells you what is the limit for table 5C. Right? And then the limit is different when it comes to Medishield Life and when it comes to claims you can make with Medisave. So frankly, I found it confusing. And then assuming you found out, right, that for this particular procedure, the claimable limit is that, what do you do with it? Do I go from public hospital to ask them, so how much do you charge? Are you within the claim limits? To be very honest, I don't think it's for the patient to look into things like that. It's very difficult for the average patient. If I'm a Singaporean, right, going to a public institution as a subsidized patient, I expect the government to look after me. Right? I expect them to give me what is my entitlement, to provide the subsidy that they've promised, and then for the insurance to cover all my big bills. That's why I'm paying premium every year for Medishield Life. Mr. Seo's problems didn't end there. I found out from him later that, okay, he had to go for a cataract op, and he needed to do this other operation before the cataract op. So it was not urgent. He could have done it any time. What he didn't realize was that his insurance year and the calendar year were different. SNEC scheduled the first operation in June and the cataract ops in November. But his insurance year ends in July. So what happened to the poor man was he had to pay his deductible twice. The deductible is the amount that a person has to pay before insurance kicks in. And at over 80 years old, he has to pay $3,000. So he paid $3,000 for the first one, $3,000 for the second one. Okay, his total bill for both after the subsidy came to more than 7,000. In total, all the insurance paid was $4.50. If he had done both within the same calendar year, he would have saved $3,000 because he would only have had to pay the deductible once. And I think this is something most people can take into account if you're doing a non-emergency treatment. And I can't blame Mr. Xiao for not knowing when his insurance year is, because the premiums are paid with Medisave. So because we do not physically pay for it, yes, the information is there, but most of us don't know. So I suggest everybody go and find out when your insurance year starts, so that when you have a problem like this, plan for non-emergency treatments at the start of your insurance year. So should you have any more follow-ups, it's all within the same year. When I ask the MOH and the SNEC, they say it's because the SNEC is a referral center. But why should a referral center charge more, right? If you're doing the same thing, are patients funding research done by the SNEC? If that's the case, then I think there's something wrong, because research should be funded separately by the government. You know, I don't think there really is a solution. I think the solution has to lie with the government. The MOH needs to look at the whole situation. If too much of this happens, people will lose faith. So they really have to look at the situation. Either the SNEC or other public institutions are charging too much, or the government subsidy is not enough, or this claimable limits are too low. They were set in 2015 when Medishield Life was first started. Maybe things have changed since then. And if that's so, then it should reflect reality on the ground.
So that was our colleague Salma. If there's one takeaway from it, which I found very helpful, was that what we can do is to take note of our insurance calendar year, like when it starts, when it ends.
Yeah, correct.
Right?
To make sure that you don't subject yourself to the deductible amount.
Unnecessarily, like paying more upfront for the deductible, right?
Exactly, right? So, just...
Salma also has so a lot of what she's covered, it was very interesting all that, and this story has been actually 4 months or more or longer in the works. Salma also has a commentary coming out in print tomorrow on Friday. So if you want to read more of her commentary, please look forward to the papers tomorrow.
Exactly. So Christy N has a question here. Assuming the patient had $0 in his Medisave, what would Medishield Life cover? Okay, so in the event of like Mr. Xiao's situation, the $3,000, the deductible amount, right, could be paid by Medisave. So in the event that he doesn't have any money in Medisave, then he has to use his own money, his own cash.
From the bank or from his pocket.
Medishield will still cover the $5, right? Because the deductible amount, the $3,000, before the insurance kicks in. Then we have Miles Casby also says, this is why I'm thankful to be in Australia. Public health system here is awesome. Ambulance is included in my electricity account. It costs nothing for me to access hospital, ambulance, general doctor. The last thing you need to worry about when you are sick is money and whether you can afford it. But Kenny Mock replied, he says, plus and minus to everything. Much higher taxes in Australia. I know because I paid it for 10 years.
Give and take for a lot of things.
Yep.
Okay, so Sada Khan has been, he posted a few comments. He or she is saying, I do not understand something. The doctor had mentioned that the total would cost me, he's talking about hospital bill, would cost me $1,500. But when the bill came, it was $10,000. Why is there a huge difference? This one, we can't answer because we don't have the full details. We don't really know what's going on. But maybe
you have to check down you have to check the breakdown.
And maybe itemized breakdown. Maybe you will have to bring this up with your insurer.
Yeah,
I think we're the last people who can properly advise you on this.
Yeah, but more importantly, like what Salma said, right, also is that do check with the financial counsellors at the hospital. You know, if there is anything at all that you are unsure of, please do check with them. You know, just ask them. At the end of the day, you are going to stand to benefit with all the information that you have. You know, don't be afraid and don't be shy to ask if there's anything at all that you don't understand about Medishield and all that. You know, go on to the financial assistance counter at the public hospital and just ask the questions. I
certainly learned a lot more.
Exactly. Actually. Other than that, also we have James Catherine Bubble. Hi, the two of you so cute. You are cute as well.
Thank you.
Shrihari, hi, hello, and namaste from Nepal, birthplace of Buddha and land of Mount Everest. Namaste to you as well.
Okay, and I just want to, before we go back, Elizabeth Rankine is watching. Hello and thank you.
Let all your friends and family members know that we are online as well. Now, earlier on, we talked about the smoking ban here in Singapore. Now, Malaysia is also enforcing its smoking ban this new year. Malaysia is imposing a nationwide smoking ban in all restaurants, coffee shops and hawker centres, including open-air eateries.
So now the Malaysian Health Minister Zulkifli Ahmad said enforcement officers will focus more on educating the public for now. And he stressed that for the first 6 months, Health Ministry officers would not issue fines, but they'll take note of repeat offenders. So it's not, you won't be let off the hook.
Yeah. Now, despite the detractors, most people were supportive of the ban because of the risks to vulnerable groups like pregnant women as well as young children. Yeah. And smokers, however, are permitted to light up 3 meters away from the establishments. Besides tobacco products, vape and shisha with nicotine have also been included in the ban.
So that's Malaysia. There are actually more new rules for the year. So one law that's going to kick in very soon on January 7 is that visitors who are leaving Japan will now have to pay a departure tax of 1,000 yen. This is about more than $12.
And you're sad about it, right?
I'm very sad about it because I love going to Japan. I'm actually planning to go again this coming year.
A lot of Singaporeans actually do go to Japan, I realize. A lot of my friends,
A lot,
right? Yeah.
So the thing is that, if you're leaving the country by aircraft or ship, regardless of your nationality, you have to pay this tax. And the Japanese government plans to use the revenue from this tax to accommodate more foreign visitors to the country, develop tourism bases, and improve immigration procedures.
Yeah, and of course the revenue from all these taxes is estimated to hit 6 billion yen in fiscal year 2018 through March 2019 and 50 billion yen in fiscal year 2019. Of course, there are some exemptions to the tax, right? Those people who are in transit entry, within 24 hours, you won't be taxed. Children below 2 years old, you won't be taxed. Or if you've bought and been issued a ticket before January 7, you won't be taxed as well.
So the thing is, if you're wondering, why Japan? Guess what? Singapore has it too.
Exactly.
Okay, so Singapore has a departure tax.
Yeah.
So passengers who are flying out of Changi Airport, they currently have to pay $47.30 in departure tax. Transit passengers, they also have to pay. They pay $9.
Yep. Now, previously it was $34 and $6 respectively, but the amount has been increased since last July.
We don't feel it. We're lucky.
Yeah?
We don't need to pay lah.
Really?
We must pay?
I think we do,
Oh no.
Gotta check this out.
And
of course, the next country, South Korea. Now,
My
South
favorite!
Korea has jumped on the bandwagon to ban use of disposable plastic bags at major supermarkets and retailers nationwide. It is an attempt to conserve natural resources and reduce recyclable waste.
But thankfully, under this new regulation, the shops are required to offer the customers recyclable containers, cloth shopping bags or paper bags. So it's not bad that at least they ban plastic bags, but they've got an alternative as opposed to go find your own bag.
Exactly.
I think I don't know whether it's a joke or not, but I've seen on social media people just putting vegetables in like their Louis Vuitton bag or like their Marc Jacobs bag. Maybe they're just having a laugh.
Maybe, yeah. But hey, at the end of the day, little baby steps count, right?
True.
Even with the straws and all that. Yeah, it all adds up.
Yes.
Right?
It does.
We talked about this.
We have. I think we talked about straws many times.
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anyone else?
Yeah. Maybe let us know what you think of some of these new rules. Like, is it a step in the right direction? Because certainly I see a lot of countries now. I won't call it a trend, but it's what we've noticed. A lot of countries are adopting similar rules, right?
Right. Kenny Mock says, should consider podcasting the live event, then people can listen in after the live event. There is no podcast, but it's on our Facebook page, if you're talking about Hangout.
Or our YouTube page.
Yeah, so you can just go on to watch after this is live, right after the live.
And then you can just listen to our voice lah. Right.
Kevin Kaplinger says, hi from the US, like listening to you guys. It reminds me of when I was in Singapore in 2016. I was in Raffles Hospital in 2016 and my care was fantastic. I got better care than I could have in the US. God bless everyone at Raffles Hospital and God bless Singapore. Thank you for all you did for me.
Well, I'm thankful that you were well looked after and that you are healthy.
Yeah. Let's see.
Thank you. Thank you, Kevin.
Jono McDermott says, many people in UK use wine boxes for shopping, but good for South Korea offering cloth or paper bags as an alternative.
It's a good idea that in the UK they are reusing the wine boxes.
Yeah. Correct.
Pretty good.
Sadar Han says, should we need more of education or deterrence, or do we need both when it comes to smoking ban?
I think deterrence, meaning you have to kind of deter people. Either maybe they have to pay higher tax or what.
Fines and all that.
Fines and all that. I don't know whether that might do well. We don't know, because we've talked about other certain regulations where they were thinking of introducing fines and all that, and people were complaining about it, right? So
correct.
Who knows?
So these are some things. Peter Chua says, interesting program. Thank you so much,
Thanks,
Peter Chua. So make sure you let your friends and family members know as well.
Okay, so it's the new year. I know we all know it's the new year. Okay, fine. But I was wondering, do you have any resolutions?
I do actually. So last year, 2018, right? My resolution was to keep fit. Right?
You certainly have kept it.
Which I've kept it, right? I go for CrossFit regularly, and I do that a lot. I do a lot of sports. I do a lot of outdoor activities.
He decided to wear the blazer to hide it.
I do a lot of sports activities and all that. Yes. So this year, I want to pick up a new language, specifically Spanish.
Why?
I don't know. Probably because Spanish is the third most spoken language in the world, besides English and Mandarin.
I see. You're making yourself more employable. I see.
Exactly.
More skillful and talented.
I have gone to see the school.
Is that Spanish?
Correct. I have seen the school. I know which school that I want to go to. It's just the timing lah. What about you? What's your 2019 resolution?
My 2019 resolution is like yours for 2018, which is to not keep fit. Actually, I'm not even fit. I want to start exercising more because for health reasons, I haven't been. So I want to. And then my goal is one day to join you in your CrossFit class. Okay. Assuming that you hit a plateau and don't progress further, it's not very hard for me to catch up with you.
Okay. But no wonder I saw you bought those books.
No! You're doing this on purpose. We agreed during rehearsal that he would not bring this up because I said it's embarrassing.
I will not say anything.
But that was all you needed to say. That was...
okay, so let us know what is your 2019 resolution, because we did ask on our Instagram, right, on Straits Times Instagram, and some of you gave your responses.
Okay,
let's have a look at the responses right here. Okay, so we have here. Okay, let's zoom in. So Magnetsa says to fulfill the resolutions in 2018 that I didn't do.
Which I agree. Sometimes there's just not enough time in a year.
Yeah. To score well and get into pure science and A-math stream.
We hope you get it.
Yeah.
We hope you get what you want.
Oh, this is probably Sec 3, Sec 2, Sec 3.
Another one. To score well for O-levels, I'm really scared. So, disclaimer, we had a lot of responses that I think are from students, all about exams and all that. So, they really are very stressed.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
All the best, yeah?
Yeah, all the best.
1080 PhD, what's that?
No, okay, so the joke is, what is your resolution? It's like screen resolution. So James' song is being very witty here by saying that he's screen resolution.
Okay, I get it now. So when I saw, I was like, what's 1080p? Okay.
But I got you, James. I got you. Okay.
Get girlfriend, are you?
What? What is this? What?
Get girlfriend.
What are not feelings? Wants to get a girlfriend. First, you need to get some feelings.
Yeah. I thought okay.
It's probably trolling us, but I thought it was cute anyway.
All the best, man. All the best
with
that. So let us know, right, what is your 2019 resolution? Now, on top of that also, and speaking of Instagram, last week we invited viewers and ST readers to share their New Year pictures on Instagram with the hashtag STHello2019, which was collated on this interactive that we had. So on this interactive, which you will see in a bit,
it's very spiffy, I must say.
So first of all, you can turn the dial to kind of like see the fireworks display on New Year's Day around the world, right? And then moving on, you can see the images that people have posted with the hashtag.
So it's the same page. You just kind of click begin and then you scroll down. So because we asked you to tag your photos, right? So these are the photos. Very nice ones. See if you can find one that has a cat in it. Yeah. And because it's so easy to find, you won't get a prize if you find it.
Do you post anything, Alyssa?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I didn't, yeah.
Okay.
Did
so
you?
let us know. No, I didn't.
You did also, right? Actually, that's quite surprising.
Because I was in Hong Kong anyway.
Yeah, but all the more you would, right? Because usually I thought you would post everything on Instagram.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, New Year, New You, huh? I suppose.
I suppose. So let us know what is your resolution. Let's see whether anybody has said anything. Okay, Lim Kai Xuan says, is it this program live every Thursday evening? Yep.
That's
every Thursday,
right.
8 p.m.
Yi Qian Lo says, hello lovely host, hello Tian.
Hello Tian to you. Kenny Mott, how often and when is this program on? Every Thursday, 8 p.m. on Straits Times Facebook page.
Without fail.
Without fail.
Rain or shine.
Yeah, rain or shine. Of course, you know, Ellie and I, whenever we do go away, then we'll have replacements lah.
Yeah. Well,
but the program will still go on.
Yes.
Yeah. So let us know, right, your 2019 resolution.
Now, for our next segment.
Onyam is other news in a minute. So in under 1 minute, we will crunch down other headlines of the week.
So for this week's Onyam, the first headline, Cathay Pacific Airways has said it will honour first class and business class tickets sold to some passengers for a fraction of the usual price in a ticketing blunder. It sold the tickets from Vietnam to Canada and the United States at economy prices earlier this week.
Second up, Singapore-based food company Irvin's Salted Egg is offering refunds after a Bangkok customer found a dead lizard coated with salted egg in a packet. Now, Miss Jane Holloway's mother and brother had eaten half the packet before they discovered the dead reptile. Now, the case has been reported to the Agri-Food and Veterinary Authority.
And our last headline is, in an attempt to get away from a group of angry dog owners, a woman understood to be the owner of Platinum Dogs Club and a male driver allegedly knocked into a man with their car. The pet boarding house is currently under investigation by the AVA following complaints of mistreatment by dog owners who used it for its services.
And that is all we have for you for Onyam this week. Alright, anything's on a light note is Facebook Face Off. Which
one of your favorite? I won last week.
Last week, right?
I think I did, but not by a landslide.
Oh, but not a landslide, exactly.
Not by a landslide.
And of course, for the past few weeks, Judge Joe was away.
On hiatus.
On hiatus.
Busy, yes.
Eating, yeah. But this week, because it's New Year, new him, or her, right? Because Judge Joe is...
Yeah. She has decided to come back.
Exactly. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, please put your hands together to welcome Judge Joe!
Oh, I don't think we're the only two who has missed Judge Joe. I mean, look at the entrance! Only the original Judge Joe can do this.
I've missed you, Judge Joe.
We missed you.
And you know, the thing is, I had a surprise gift from Judge Joe, you know, just now.
You did, yeah, you did.
That's something.
But you know it was a free dog gift that he gave you, right?
I knew it! Okay, never mind. So, I will go first. So, this is how it works, okay? Each of us will be giving a joke, a Facebook comment. If you think that Alyssa is funny, you type in A.
And if you think Hairianto is funnier, you type in H.
But if you think that Judge Joe is the funniest because of his actions, then you type in J.
You really are good though.
Okay, I will go first. So this is about the rainbow that people saw yesterday. Every cloud has a silver lining, but some people in the western parts of Singapore were treated to an iridescent sight on New Year's Day.
That's very poetic, huh?
Yeah? David Archibald says, I read this as an indecent sight and was looking for phallic-shaped cloud formation. Iridescent became indecent, which I read the first time, so I was like...
David, get your mind out of the gutter!
Okay, your turn, Alyssa.
Okay. You have to know Judge Joe never actually silent.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Okay, moving along.
So the story I chose is a motorcyclist was almost run over by a lorry after he breaks its mirror with a high kick.
Yeah.
So Darren Tan says, best-selling item at Order Bay nowadays is a lorry side mirror. Rude, You're so rude. What?
So if you think that Alyssa is funny, you type in A?
If you thought Hairianto was funny, you type in H.
But if you think that Judge Joe is the funniest, you type in J.
Actually, because you're funny, right? I'm gonna actually comment H, you know.
Okay.
And J. See, I'm pretty generous with my...
Okay, Alyssa, you go. Second round.
Okay, after I put for J. Alright, so the second one I chose is there's a blade wielding man arrested after standoff with police in Boon. So he had like a sword lah. And Goh Cheng Si says Singapore's last samurai. Maybe because I've been watching too many samurai shows, so I thought like, oh wow.
Okay, mine. Following the success of its limited service area rollout, Gojek will be extending its services to the rest of the island from January 2nd as part of its continued beta phase. Okay, and then Clifford Chan says, Gojek will make comfort uncomfortable.
What is that?
Kapow! Booms!
That was good, I have to say. Shall I vote for you again?
If you think that Alyssa is funny, you type in A.
If like me, you think Hairianto is funnier, please type in H.
And if you think that Judge Joe is the funniest, you type in J.
J.
Okay,
Last
round 3.
round.
I go on. Okay, so this one, when the man... Okay, so basically this is about man attacks McDonald's employee and there's a viral video lah. When the man saw that there were no disposable plastic drinking tools, that was the last straw. So okay, that was our ST was so funny, right? And then after that,
Our ST social media guy.
Kartina Yaya says he just has to suck it up.
Oh, so you thought you got it, huh?
Booms.
You thought you got it.
Okay.
You just wait, okay?
So you
So
go.
I also got the same story. I got the same story too. Okay. So I don't need to explain. So Evan Lee says,
Yeah.
that wasn't the last straw. Was actually... was actually no straw.
Are you okay? Oh my goodness, I think this is the best one that we've had so far in all our episodes. This is our 45th, right? My goodness, if you think that Alyssa is funny, you type in A.
You thought Hairianto was funny, type in H.
If you think that Judge is the funniest, you type in J. Okay, we'll give you some time to collate. Let's see what other comments.
All we hear is laughing. You're so funny.
Just laughing.
Director just
In the
laughing.
studio. Whew.
Okay, so we need to collate. There is
My
the
goodness. It's
Okay,
very
so
long.
I think we have a winner.
Okay, in 5, 4,
Crochet.
3, 2, 1. The winner is...
And the winner is Hairianto. Hairianto with 4. I got 3.
Thank you so much.
Okay, I think it's
got
well
one.
deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, Judge got 1.
Judge
Okay.
got 1.
My goodness. That is all we have for you this week. For more news and videos, do log on to straitstimes.com.
We're also on social media, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.
Yep. And of course, you know, we would like to thank the people behind the scene as well. Our producer, Yvonne, as well as our camera crew, Kumar, and the graphics guy.
Yeah.
Zik, as well. And of course to Judge Joe, you know, for making this first episode of 2019 a success, and many, many more episodes to come. Right? So remember, it's every Thursday, 8 PM on Straits Times Facebook page. Once again, she's Alyssa.
And he's Hairianto.
And this is Judge Joe. Goodbye and see you next week.